short, concise, clear, logical, and complete. These are common descriptions in summarizing. Let's jump right into the video. Hello, this is Renette from Teaching Learning English. If you want to improve your English learning, then this channel is for you. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified about my latest videos. In mathematics, we love short method. In journalism, we are interested only of the headline or the lead. In research, reading the abstract is enough to understand the whole study. What do they have in common? They all fall in one thing. We love short method. When we say short, we want short but concise. We don't need long details. This is why we need summarizing. This topic is applicable in all subjects because we always summarize text not just in English but in all subjects. We need to know how to summarize because every day we get a lot of information and retelling it to other people is necessary. Summarizing is not new to us. We have started summarizing since elementary, but the question is, are we already good? What is summarizing? Summarizing is where we take larger selections of text and reduce them to their bare essentials, the skeleton. What we want are the key ideas and the main points that are worth noting and remembering. Summarizing is telling the important events or ideas in a story in your own words. This is the gist or considered to be the meat of the text. What makes a good summary? A summary of a story is much shorter than the story. A good summary does not give your ideas or opinions. What is not a summary? When you write down everything. When you write too much, which you don't know the main idea or the text. When you copy word for word. Most students do it. They copy word for word. That is why you need to be a reader in order for you to have vocabulary to write. You can't write if you don't read. You check my video on why you should read. That will inspire you to love reading. I think you check it there. In literature, for example, stories, movies, poems, one way to get the main idea is to identify the elements like the character, plot, setting, and more. In academic writing, often you will be asked to edit your Precis to a specific number of words. For example, writing an abstract. Techniques of Precis writing. There are three kinds of work to be done in producing a clear and successful Precis. They are reading. Oh, you have to read. Read again. Second is you write. Writing. And then, after writing is revision. You have to revise. What are the do's and don'ts of Precis writing? Start your Precis by creating context or the setting and stating the main idea of the piece. Remember your thesis statement. Then you should begin presenting the method that the author used to defend this thesis. Always state the name of the article or the document, the author, and the source. Is it from a magazine, book, encyclopedia, or others? Do not use these words of expressions like in this article, this paragraph means. Use this style. Example, Sigmund Freud argues that the most significant contribution of learning was. When writing about history, use the past tense. Do not use abbreviations or contractions. When looking at primary sources, you should make note of the origin, the purpose, the value, and limitations of the document. Avoid words like big, good, bad, little, and a lot. For example, this article is good. Also, do not use the phrase throughout history. This is cliche. Don't use too much ands. Before writing all these, count the total number of all the words in the paragraph and divide it by 3. Example, 150 words. So if the original text has 150 words, you should write your Precis in 50 words only. Okay? A précis is always written in reported speech. The passage given may be a speech made by a person in direct speech, but the précis is to be in reported speech or the third person or in the past tense. What is an example of a reported speech? The sentence like, I like to write. That's direct speech. You change it from direct to indirect or reported speech. You said, he said that he liked to write. All right? Let's have some examples of texts and précis. You may stop this video to fully read and analyze the text. Disclaimer, these samples are not mine. What can you say about the sample? Précis writing is quite challenging as you need to understand the text and write it in your own words. Reminder, in your own words. Feel free to comment below if you have some questions and clarifications. Happy learning, everyone. See you!